Okay, well, let's move on. We are going to play a little Call of Duty Black Ops 4.
Oh, man.
This is, and I've asked Behr to do the playing so I can do the chatting a little bit.
With you guys, all right?
It's very difficult for me to concentrate in a game like this. You just watch me get killed over and over again.
Well, so. I'm not fantastic at Call of Duty games either, but
nobody is.
Yeah, for you, I got this. I got this. So what are you going to do? Some team deathmatch?
Sure, whatever you would like to do, and I'll look through here. So help us out with Let's Play and Chat. It's all caps if you want to do a comment or a question or whatever. It just helps us out. It pops on the screen a little bit more. So let you know. Oh, Thorazine666. Yes, the coffee is delightfully random and awesome. He's talking about the EPN coffee that we are selling through 8bitbeans.com, which is surreal. I can't believe I'm saying that, but it's also very cool and
super cool.
Yeah,
I'm just so
shout out
shocked.
to Brad over at 8bitbeans. He's a longtime viewer of the show, and he just approached me out of the blue and said, you know, maybe we could do something here. What do you think about this? I'm like, that's crazy. Okay, let's do it. I just binged watched the Netflix show I Am a Killer. It's lackluster at best. Thorazine666. In there with a Netflix review in our chat, right there. That was the extra value you get by watching Let's Play and Chat, right there.
And before you go to the next question, I do want to mention that this Black Ops 4 beta, Blake let us know that it's actually running on PS4 first, and I believe next week it's going to be on Xbox One and PC.
That's right.
So if you guys are players who are playing on Xbox One and wondering why you can't get in yet, it's PlayStation.
This is a private beta too, right?
I think so.
Which we're probably not allowed to stream, but we're doing it.
No, we are.
No, I'm kidding.
Okay.
It's open.
You have to pre-order the game to get in.
Blake knows all the info.
So,
don't worry.
So these people are going to be really good, buddy.
So pre-ordering gets you into the beta.
Yeah, and turns you into, if you're not a regular Call of Duty person, turns you into fodder, basically, when you jump into the multiplayer.
All right.
Okay, what do we got here? Grats, Vic and crew on spreading the EP brand. Good luck on all ventures. Thank you, Tyler Fisher. You rock, brother. Very, very nice.
Oh, God.
Hashtag Espresso Playground, Thorazine666. I love that. I can see when I'm revealing this thing, people are laughing their butts off. Cooper Bebo says, this is great. I don't know if it's about the coffee or the 2D Nintendo chat, but we've had a pretty fun show today, right? I told you this Friday episode was going to be a blast. Still one of the best World War II series of all time to this day. Rumor is Hanks and Spielberg working on a third series, hopefully in Italian or African theater, talking about Band of Brothers and the Pacific, I think, was the second one. Amazing. Really, really cool. I love your set, Vic. Very nice. Emax says that. Thank you. This has been with us since 2008 when we went live with EP Daily. And was it there before that?
The metal thing?
Yeah.
That since like 2005.
Okay. Well, we've had it for a long ass time. And
We've had it since before I worked.
really?
Yeah.
I can't even believe it. We have gotten a lot of use out of this set, but we like it because it's not too in your face. It's not like screaming, video game nerds! We're video gamers! That's all we talk about. Like, we wanted something that had a little bit of a shelf life, you know? That looked like it would be an alright place to hang out, and it is. And so that's why it's worked. And through all of these changes, it's been pretty solid for us.
Ruin kill.
Question.
We're in there. We're in there.
There goes first kill.
Yay! Question. What games are you both looking forward to this month? What are you looking forward to?
This month? What is coming out this month? I totally forget.
I should have done one of those here's what's out in August videos.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll do that on Monday.
August is usually a fairly slow month.
Except when the Arkham games have come out.
That's true. Well, I mean,
come out
that's
in
for
August.
you, Vic. That's light.
I'm honestly looking forward to Spider-Man and Shadow of the Tomb Raider in September.
Nomad
That's
down.
what's blowing my brain, is that we're not too far away from that. August is kind of a busy month for us. Blake and I have got a trip to Montreal coming up soon. And I've got a wedding to go to. So I've been more thinking about the production elements and all the stuff that's going to be in August. Is there a new Yakuza game or something coming out? Yeah.
Probably do on PS4.
Cool. I'm always down for some Yakuza. That is the craziest series in the
It's a
video
very
game
cool series. I mean, I'm glad that it's finally making its wave. Like, it's making more of a wave into the West. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's definitely become a lot more popular here, and I feel like that's because it's not a game that really caters to the West, so people like that different feel about it. It's very, very cool.
It's an immersion into a whole new world. I love it. We have a good question, Rocket Spaceman.
That's a kill.
Ungabar Plays says your status is set to offline. Oh, in the game. Yes, it is, isn't it? Oh well, we're not going to change that right now. If I did, but we'd have to pop out of the menu, and so we're not going to do that. We're just going to play with randoms right now. We'll get there. We'll start working with different people and doing like timing this out so we can get some of the members that are watching the stream are also playing with us. That would be amazing. And Ungabar Plays did that the other day with No Man's Sky. Question from Tiago Santes. Vic, are you going to do a Let's Play when Shenmue 1 and 2 re-release at the end of August? Yes, I would love to do that. That would be crazy. I know one of the things with Let's Play in chat, and I've been thinking about this, is that the 15-minute mark is sort of a constraint to kind of package together a nice, hour-ish of EP Live. But there are certain games that it just feels right to just let them breathe for an hour. Well, we've done that a few times, but I think with Shenmue, we need to do a nice long Let's Play and just sit here and go through it and Blake can help me out with that, and you guys can help me out with that.
It's probably been about like 20 years since you've played Shenmue, huh? Like almost.
I was just digging through the archive for the game archive for some buried treasure ideas, and I saw the Dreamcast Shenmue game sitting right there. Awesome. And it's just like, wow, man, it's incredible. It's amazing. The business is tumultuous and ever-changing, but there's some persistence there that's always connected tissue to great ideas, and Shenmue is one of those.
He's done.
Let's see what we got here.
There's a dog
Any
in the
thoughts
other room.
about doing a live show during Fan Expo or at least a meetup? Definitely meetups are going to happen. There'll be more meet and greets at the booth, and I'll send you guys the schedule for that. We haven't talked about any production stuff at all from Fan Expo, Blake and I, but we will very soon, and we will paint a nice picture about what we're going to do at Fan Expo Canada. Can't wait to meet some of you. I know we have a lot of viewers in Toronto and in Ontario that are going to be at Fan Expo, so we're very excited to shake your hand, take some pictures, and talk about video games and stuff. It's going to be super fun. And coffee. Now we have to talk about coffee as well. I'm going to be so freaking caffeinated. I'm going to be shaking. Okay. One for you show. I'm looking forward to the Fire Pro Wrestling World and the Shenmue collection this month. Yeah, Fire Pro Wrestling is pretty cool that they're bringing that back.
It's super cool. Yeah. It's very into New Japan Wrestling. I don't know if any of you viewers are really into that, and the Kenny Omegas and all those, the Bullet Club gang. It's very, very cool of how big New Japan Wrestling is getting, and they're in a huge partnership with Fire Pro Wrestling.
Yeah.
So very, very cool.
I'm excited for that too. Didn't Suda51 work on Fire Pro?
He may have.
I think it was in one of our interviews. I read somewhere that he was involved. What do we got here? Vic, Shenmue 1 and 2. Gamescom is happening the day that Shenmue 1 and 2 drops. I have a feeling Shenmue 3 will make an appearance there. Sam, I feel like you've said that before. I think you've said that exact comment before. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't see a point. Internet is where people get their reviews these days. That EP can expand better with the internet, as TV has so many restrictions. I don't know. It's nice to be all over the place. Rocket Spaceman, yes, please do that video for August, Vic. I loved your video for July. Thank you. Yakuza 2 is my most hyped as well. Exactly why I'm a fan of EPN. We love the same games. Take care, guys. Oh, that's very nice, Rocket Spaceman. Okay, so there it is. Monday, EP Live. We'll put together the top 10 games of August for you. Sorry, we're a little bit late with that. Yeah,
I love how this controller this game just makes so much noise through the controller.
Johnny McFly says, question, I know you've answered this a million times, but I live in Florida. Where can I get an EPN tee or hoodie? That's awesome that you live in Florida, Johnny. I hope you're not too hot down there right now. But Designed by Humans, I'll type it in, actually. I think I can do that right now. But we have a store on the Designed by Humans page where you can get the hoodie. And there are t-shirts there you can get as well. There's actually more options on our Designed by Humans shop. But if you just want a straight black hoodie, we also have that on Teespring as well. That's the one that I started with. And And then I looked at Design by Humans and said, yeah, we should have a store there too, because people have preferences. They have specific places that they like to buy their merch from, and so I thought there was no harm in having 2 different merch vendors, especially because they sell slightly different things. Like the mug that's on Teespring is different from the mug that's on Design by Humans. But I can tell you, I don't have the Teespring shirt because I made some locally in Vancouver, and those turned out really well. And Vancouver folks, you got one, and Blake got one. Vancouver folks that picked those up, it's amazing to watch people wear those things.
Yeah, a lot of people got them.
But they turned out great, and I've heard that the Teespring shirts are great. But I can tell you that these are fantastic. It's like my favorite hoodie. It's not too thick. It feels comfy. I can wear it with a collar shirt if I want. I love it. You know, really my wife doesn't want me to wear it all the time.
She's not about Vic promoting.
Where do you wear? What are you into? Do you like video games? Hi, I would love to meet you. She's like, yeah, tone it down, all right, when we go out. But it's I love the hoodie, you know.
Awesome.
And I bought a Design by Humans shirt as well. I wanted to sort of sample to make sure that it was all cool. Shirt's great too. So they did a really good job. Question for Behr: will you be joining the EPN Discord? Yes, you must join the EPN Discord.
I should. I didn't know that you guys finally made one.
Blade Blur was like, you should do one. You should do one. I'm doing one.
Good.
It's done.
And
do it.
Blade
Sign
Blur,
up.
Is Blade Blur one of the moderators?
Yes.
That's great.
And he rocks. And so, yeah, it's live, and there's a community in there. Great. I accidentally had it on audio chat. So
I would love to. I'm not
my
huge...
microphone was picking up everything I was talking about one day. I was sure people were listening to me talk with Ruby about something.
That's great. I have no idea what these classes are, but we're just going to play.
Right on. Johnny McFly is going to send a picture. Yes, if you buy anything with the EPN on it, please take a picture and please send it to me, and we promise you that it will end up on EP Live, because it's so freaking cool, you know? This is a whole new era for us. We never had time to even, and we don't really have time to think about these merch things, but we finally bit the bullet and did it, and I'm so happy that we did.
Too. I'm so glad that you did. It was so crazy to see so many people come up to the booth during E3 and pick it up. I thought that was terrific. It just showed how much love there was for EP, right?
Really rad, yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah, I had no idea, and we sold quite a few of them, and yeah, it's really cool. The coolest thing is that with Design by Humans and Teespring, I don't have to think about them. You know, we talk about them every once in a while. I try not to beat you over the head with this stuff, but I don't have to carry an inventory. I don't have to think about shipping. It's all just done for us. We are still in the process of a Canadian version of that. We don't have that yet. It's a little different in Canada. A lot of space between people in Canada. There's not that many online retailers that are just like ready to do all of that shipping and stuff. But I think we're close, and I will keep you posted on that. Let's see what we got here. The Just Cause 4 and Hitman 2 may take the brunt of the forthcoming avalanche of titles. Just Cause 4 is out fairly quickly after Just Cause 3, so my presumption is that there's already an awareness of where the sales figures are going to lie. I think there's an audience for Just Cause that just stays with that game, and they show up, you know, and it's going to be crazy. It's going to be a fun game. They've always been super fun. And Hitman 2 is like one of the best stories in games. Warner Brothers swooping in and saying, look, you make something beautiful there, let's bring it out to the world. I played Hitman 2 at E3 this year, and I loved it. It was a guided tour, so I did everything that I was supposed to do to assassinate my target. But it was great. It was really cool, and I am very much looking forward to that, and I'm just so happy that IO is doing so well. That's great. Question from Nintendo Boy 17. Oh, the comments were... I missed it. From Sam I Am 111 talking about Just Cause and Hitman 2. Nintendo Boy 17, question Vic, if Wiki is correct, how did EP fare in Australia when it aired on TV? Is it the only PAL region you have tried to expand to? Let's see what we got here. EP did quite well in Australia. We tried a couple of different things down there. We were on a sci-fi channel, which was kind of rebranded during our time with them, and they tried us as a daily show in different types of slots to kind of find the right sort of rhythm, and we did. We did get some heat from some of the sci-fi viewers because there was, I think, a lot of people concerned about there not being enough actual science fiction on the Sci-Fi channel because of the rebranding with the SY-FY thing was imminent. and there was a lot of people sort of up in arms about that, and they felt that EP wasn't all science fiction. But I think we won people over, you know, and it was cool to generate, you know, ratings and to talk with viewers from Australia. And what basically happened with Australia is that there was a huge sweeping change with people running the network, and so we didn't stay with the change, which happens. The TV business is ever-changing and slippery, but it was a really cool thing to be on the air down there. And you know, I know that we still have Australian viewers now that found us for the first time because we were on TV down there. That's the thing that I love about about television, EP being on TV and our stuff being on TV, is lots of people just find it. You know, lots of people just have a channel on and we beam into their life. They don't have to dig around for us, and that's what I miss the most about being on TV. Is people would just congregate and find us and not know what they were watching but enjoy it, and then they would come back for more. And with the internet, we get that too, but I don't know if you guys know this, there are a lot of videos on YouTube. And there are a lot of people asking for your attention on YouTube right now. Audrey on Leon's bugging you to join the Discord server.
Sure, I will definitely do it. I'm excited. I don't use Discord much, but I would love to just play with some of the viewers.
Faramer is trying to help you out, saying, Behr, aim just a little higher.
Okay.
Okay, there you go.
Thank you.
Let's see what we got here.
I'm doing my
Question,
best.
Spyro Trilogy will only have the first game on the disc. If that ends up being true, what do you think of it? The Spyro, oh, and then you have to download everything? It sounds like you don't need to buy the disc, and it sounds like maybe you should wait for a price drop because that's what digital kind of allows for, right?
Hostile UAV circling.
Yeah, I think that if you go in to buy a game on a disc and you spend the extra cost that it costs to buy these products as physical media, all that media should be there. You shouldn't have to download. A patch is different, but you shouldn't have to download full games if you're buying it for the PlayStation 4 or Xbox One or something from an online server, because that's not what you're paying for. You're paying for that convenience of being able to take that piece of media, put it on the shelf, and know that somewhere down the line you can pull that back out and play it on your machine again. If we are moving to a digital distribution thing, and we are,
Forgot how to melee.
it should be less expensive and it should be clear on the box. And the beauty about digital distribution, apart from its convenience, is that the prices drop so quickly. And I know you know this. Everybody that's an Xbox Live Gold subscriber or the PlayStation Plus subscriber, getting free stuff all the time, getting discounts all the time. There are huge flash sales that happen all the time. That is amazing for games. It's worked for Steam in such massive ways, and soon, I think, with Nintendo. But yes, you don't have that physical thing. So if you're making the choice to go physical, knowing that you're spending a little more for that, you should get all the games on a disc. Yeah, soapbox. Comment, fail Behr. 84 people just saw that. Faramer is watching your gaming closely.
That's good, I'm glad, I'm glad.
This is why I'm letting you,
you guys
do this.
be hard on me.
Yes, that's all right.
It's
What do we got here? Question from Faramer. Do you think that Bethesda should just can the closed pre-order beta and just go straight to open now that the beta is so close to launch with Fallout 76? Yes, it's weird. All of that is strange with the new online Fallout game. I do feel like I have not played it. It was at E3 and it was not playable, which is just odd to me. You know, it's one of the biggest releases of the year and it's imminent, but nobody's played it in a sort of public setting. But I trust that company. They make great games, so I'm of two minds. But I think probably going straight to open makes a lot of sense. Right, let's see.
I got a 2.0 kill death ratio. That's not bad.
Awesome. Question, do you like Call of Duty, Vic, and which one is your favorite from EMAC? I do like Call of Duty.
Good question.
I think it's a great franchise. I don't think they're all great games.
No.
I think they... I like the space stuff. You know what my favorite one was? It's probably a bit of a controversial one now because Kevin Spacey's a douchebag. But I like the one where Kevin Spacey was in Advanced Warfare. That was a fun, freaking weird sci-fi trip game. And then they flushed too many sci-fi things at us. But that was cool.
I think Modern Warfare 1, though, has to take the cake.
That is the best one.
That is the best one.
And also the original Call of Duty is incredible as well. Just the idea that the battlefield was filled with this many soldiers. I've had great emotional moments playing Call of Duty over the years, you know, and then lots of like head scratch, what the hell did I just see moments as well, especially in the Black Ops series. They go crazy with, but I think it's a great franchise, man. I don't think it's a game persists like this and sells like this. They're the biggest selling game every year, it feels like.
And they're adding a Battle Royale mode as well, or no? I don't know if they are. I know Battlefield is. Have Call of Duty announced that they're doing Battle Royale?
Blackouts, basically.
Oh, this has one? Jeez. Yeah, so, I mean, they're competing. They know how to compete, so.
Yes.
Well,
all right. Did I play Freedom Fighter? For this, another question from EMAC. Did I play Freedom Fighters, and do you think we'll ever see a sequel or remake? I did play Freedom Fighters. That was the multiple characters at one time brawling in the streets kind of experience, I think. A little resistance fighting. Third-person shooter. I'm trying to remember exactly the core gameplay. I thought it was pretty cool. I can't remember who made the game, though.
Yeah, there's just so many shooters. This is my first time playing Call of Duty game in probably 5 years.
Oh yeah,
5
you don't
years
follow
probably.
The series. Wow.
I kind of stepped away from it. Yeah, it's still fun.
Yeah.
You know, but it's good old. If you enjoy Call of Duty, you'll definitely enjoy this game.
Yes.
You know.
Sam I am 111 question: if you could make a dream movie based game, what would it be and who would develop it? You got one? A dream movie based on a game.
Oh, based on a game. Wow. Yeah. You know, I'm even worried about the Metal Gear Solid movie coming out, to be honest.
I think they should hire David Hayter and be done with it. The guy would be great.
For Snake?
Yes.
Yeah, but he's
not a big name, and they need the, like, in terms of Hollywood stars.
I don't know how long. It's been a while since David Hayter has done on-screen acting, though.
Oh, he'd be able to pull it
I think he'd be able to pull it off,
too. He hosted the Canadian Video Game Awards. Yeah. He was great. He's such a good actor. Like
oh, I mean, I loved him. Don't get me wrong. I grew up with David Hayter.
Yeah.
I love that man. When I first saw him, it was before Metal Gear. I grew up watching him in Russia in a movie called Guyver 2: The Dark Hero.
Yeah.
And that's why he was like, when I found out that he was the voice of Snake 2 as a kid, it was a crazy, like a
he would pull it off. He would have the voice. He's a writer and an actor.
Yeah.
And he's been the voice of Solid Snake for 20 years. That's who you should cast, Hollywood. You know, like that's the guy you should cast. And you should put Nolan North and Troy Baker into on-screen roles as well.
Yeah, but I don't know. That might just make it a little too...
That's what they need to do.
Yeah.
That's what they need to do.
Christian Bale would not be a bad thing. He's a huge Metal Gear fan.
I mean, that would be another level.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it would make the movie better. You know,
it would not. I mean, Hugh Jackman can do a very good older Snake.
Yeah, he could now, for sure. Yeah.
So it's just, that's it. But in terms of other,
that's your dream thing, the dream.
No, not. No. I would prefer not to have anything at all, to be honest. For Metal Gear, I'm very worried.
Yeah, because how would they distill all of that crazy? I mean, I was actually thinking about that today. That I'm actually interested in a Kojima-less Metal Gear, to change up the relationships that we've got with these characters, which are so well defined in what Kojima has done. Those are incredible seminal titles.
Yeah.
But I would like somebody else to, just like I love the different variances in the way that creators attack the Batman myth and bring us different ways to enjoy Batman. I would love to see a different approach to how we would, you know, get into the Metal Gear universe.
Yeah,
and the movie should be that as well. It should reflect that. But I feel like Hayter should be given an opportunity to step into that role. At least be given the chance to audition.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm 100% for Hayter to even come back to the Metal Gear franchise in some way, right?
Games, yes.
Yeah, like I love him. I just don't know. I'm very worried about this movie, and I also just don't like how Kojima loves Hollywood so much.
Yeah. Why he doesn't make it?
He just like, you know, like, for example, Death Stranding just has all of these Hollywood names in it, and it kind of takes me out of it, to be honest with you.
He's a filmmaker at heart. Like, that's what he wants
to do. And I'm the biggest, don't get me wrong, I'm the biggest Kojima fanboy you'll ever talk to.
Yeah.
But I definitely I'm still worried about a few things.
Yes. If you wanted a dream game from me, a dream movie game, it would be the Uncharted teaser turned into a full-fledged thing with Nathan Fillion, who is hungry to do it. So hungry to do it, he did it for free, basically.
Oh yeah,
and that's what you want. You want that level of commitment. You want somebody to own that role. He's still got 10 years of being able to play a convincing, aging, adventurer and do it really well with such a sense of wry humor. He's a great actor. He's a lovable person. And he like, I don't know what Hollywood is doing trying to get Tom Holland into that spot. You know,
I think Tom Holland's playing the young Drake, right?
Which is great, but Tom Holland's not going to be that young for that much longer. You know? Like, by the time he does all the Spider-Man stuff, like, he'll be in his mid-20s. He'll be starting to be a man. Like, he won't look like a little kid, right? So I feel like they're missing their opportunity here with that. I think that would be amazing. Okay, let's spin this question. If you could make any movie into a game, what would you choose? Thorazine 666. Wow, that's a huge question.
I'm excited to see what they do with the Monster Hunter franchise. I'm worried, but excited.
But as a movie.
Yes.
Because that's coming. But what's a movie that should be a video game?
Oh, Last of Us could be, but I mean.
No, a movie that should be.
Oh, a movie that should be. Sorry, the other way. Sorry. That is, I mean, there's a lot of stuff. I still don't feel like, I mean, it's happened before, but I don't feel like they've maximized the potential of what they could do with Star Wars, for example. Like, I feel like there could be a lot more story-driven things with Star Wars. Indiana Jones is a big one.
That's what I would choose.
Yeah.
Even though we've got Tomb Raider and Uncharted kind of, filling that void. Although we're taking a break from Uncharted, this is the time for Indiana Jones to kind of re-emerge and pop it in and make it Harrison Ford and he does the voice. That would be incredible. A Clockwork Orange by Rockstar or Spawn by Rocksteady, Dream Games, Thorazine 666. Actually, you mentioned Rocksteady. I feel like a Superman game that blows us away like Batman would be incredible. I'm just happy that The Avengers is coming. I'm very, very excited for that from an amazing studio. Good question, big one, constant moving target. Trying to figure the answers out for that one. Freedom Fighters was an IO Interactive game. There you go. Thanks for filling us in.
I mean, Spawn is a comic first though too. Going back to Spawn, real quick. Spawn did not get very many good games either.
No.
Sadly.
No.
What else? I don't know.
Oh yeah, in Utah, the syndicated version of EP Daily was on a My Network TV affiliate. Yes, we syndicated EP as a weekly thing and then as a daily thing, and we were all over. And we played on some incredible networks. And it sounds like in Utah was my network, but we were airing on WABC in New York City, which I think is arguably one of the biggest TV stations on earth. And we were on the CBS affiliate in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
It was amazing. I'd get the ratings reports and stuff, and just look at all these call signs. And we were on ABC and CBS and NBC, and and what blew me away is that we would be on channels that played Entertainment Tonight and Access Hollywood and Extra, and we would be right there, and our ratings would be at par and sometimes better than a lot of those shows. People clearly want more of this type of material. It's not being served to them. But I don't run these stations and these networks, and it's a whole game. One of the things, I'll just break into this for a second. One of the things that happens when you syndicate this stuff is that a lot of the people that do those deals, they tie 2 or 3 different shows together. We had 2 shows, but people weren't ready for reviews yet because they were still learning about us on EP. So we were a small fry compared to some of these other massive, syndication outlets or studios. And we didn't have that sort of pull, So even though we rated well, the stations wanted the stuff, we didn't have the pull to say this is the time slot we want, this is the promotion we want. Still, we did very well, which makes me very happy. Edge of Tomorrow as a video game, they made us a crappy mobile thing.
Did they do?
Yeah.
Edge of Tomorrow was fantastic.
Incredible movie.
Yeah.
Cooper Bebeau coming.
But that would be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
I see that. I see them doing like a VR experience for that or some sort.
Totally. But Superman 128, the Superman 64 sequel from a fat chimp. I don't think you're being serious. I think you were trying to make a joke right there. Not funny. You're making us cry. Let's see. I agree.
There's so many things. I mean, we've kind of moved away from the age of movie-based games.
Yep.
Which has kind of been good, but also bad. But there were some solid games that came out of it, like the Wolverine M for Mature game.
They churned them out, right? I mean,
Yeah.
there was this sense in the industry that you just slap a license on it and you're going to get X number of sales, and you can't do that. But Batman, I think Arkham was and it wasn't based on a movie, but it was based on a very well-known IP. It was not handled improperly, and it showed the entire industry that you could do stuff like this and really make something significant. And I remember when Arkham came out that not everybody on because I'm part of the E3 critics circle, when people saw all of that stuff, the game sort of launching at E3, not everybody was convinced. Most people thought this is just another Batman thing.
Oh, I think everyone just came in with a defensive armor, right?
Yes.
Everyone was just kind of like, this is just another one of these superhero games, because there hasn't been one that was done at a level that Arkham was.
Yes.
And I mean, that's the reason why Spider-Man on PS4 exists. Like
Exactly.
I feel like they were just looking at what Rocksteady was doing.
Exactly.
Says we can make our own thing.
I can't wait for that.
Yeah.
Cooper Bobo's also got a great comment about Children of Men.
As a video game?
Yeah.
That sounds depressing.
Yes, it would be depressing.
Blade
but
Runner.
It would be like, a real Blade Runner game. Yes.
That would be good.
Chasing
That's
down
it, yeah.
replicants. Oh my God, that'd be incredible.
I mean, that's essentially what Cyberpunk's going to be.
Yes.
Let's face it.
Yes.
But,
Yeah, for sure.
Still very cool world.
That's a good point, though. We play a lot of things that are based on other things, and there's a real disconnect. There's a real missed opportunity, right, by these people that own these amazingly valuable properties, and they could come, if they thought of video games as part of the extension of how they're going to spread their
they just need to be
message.
inclusive with it. They need to make it a part of the universe. It can't be a little spin-off story, but if they make it, like, hey, this is just something that happened, 50 years before, Blade Runner 2077, right? So
they made all these short vignette little mini movies for the internet, and that money could have been funneled into an incredible game for sure. And there is a Blade Runner 2049 VR thing that I haven't played yet.
Oh, really? Is there?
Yeah.
Cool.
Franchise you'd like to see revived in modern times. One for you show. Psyops.
Vic is on with the psyops show. This is like when I first got hired. That's a throwback. MotorStorm.
Oh yeah.
MotorStorm is a series, and I know
the guys did Onrush.
They did Onrush.
And they just got canned.
Which was the most heartbreaking thing to read when I saw that, because they're such a talented damn team. There's a lot of games. I mean, that's more of an obscure one. There's a lot of great franchises that could bring back.
Yeah.
Just thinking. I mean, that's as I mentioned the Order already, because I just thought that game was just half a game or quarter of a game, but I felt like there was something there that they need to give it just one more chance.
Right.
It's kind of like, don't get me wrong, I don't want to compare Uncharted 1 to the Order, but Uncharted 1 was a good game.
Yeah.
But I think Uncharted 2 was a great game. You know, that's when it really
absolutely
got there, and I felt like the Order could have been another AAA franchise for Sony.
Well, now they're killing it. That's Ready at Dawn. Now they're killing it in VR. I would think stuff from Eugene Jarvis. Like, I would love a new Robotron that sort of takes the mechanics into some interesting new ways. But Smash TV, through the lens of what was done with the Running Man, and they made some crappy Running Man games back then. But I feel like we are so at the tip of the Running Man being a real thing that we would watch on one of our networks out there, that it would be amazing to kind of revisit that as a video game and a film.
That's a crazy idea, but I mean, it's cool. I think it's really, really cool.
I mean, what's the
it's pretty much
Purge, right? Like it's kind of like that. That's a great question. We're talking about transmedia and how these different properties could go back and forth like that. I would love to see EP to expand more regions it never touches. Nintendo Boy 17. Yeah, that's one of the things that's a little problematic for me. I feel like we reach a lot of Canadian viewers through our existing YouTube channel, probably through the algorithms and stuff, and I don't know what we need to do to reach out to a lot of American folks and people that may have watched us, because we aired on different markets through G4 relationships and stuff like that, but a big chunk of the comments that I get is like, "Oh my God, are you the G4 guy?" Or, "Oh, I remember EP. I can't believe I found this thing." And I feel like I don't know. I don't. And YouTube is just this sort of bleak, hard to decipher, monolithic company. But I feel like more people that dug our stuff before would dig our stuff today. But I don't know what the deal is and how to reach all of those people. Okay, do you think we will see a new Splinter Cell soon? I feel like Ubisoft missed out on announcing it at E3 with everyone knowing Michael Ironside was back in the studio for Ghost Recon. Absolutely, Poison Fang 27. I would love to see a new Splinter Cell, but
It's a cool franchise.
yeah, I love that franchise. It's incredible. Ubisoft, I feel, is stretched a little thin with what they have currently going on. I don't think they have that sort of tip of the spear team that's going to make the definitive new Splinter Cell experience ready to go. You know?
Yeah,
They've
they
got
have
everybody-
been doing a lot of new stuff with Wildlands and Division.
Yeah.
It is. You're right. I think spreading thin is the right term to use. Did they make that little short where pretty much Sam Fish, like, he referred to Solid Snake? Do you remember that short
Yes.
that was released? And,
Yes.
And I don't know what that was all about. Like,
It was like a little teaser, right?
yeah, it was a little teaser.
Sensor doctor, wait.
Oh, Ghost Recon thing. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There's a veiled reference to Solid Snake.
Okay, so veiled reference to Solid Snake. So it was the DLC is what Blake told us for the Division, I guess?
Yeah.
Oh, Wildlands, sorry. Because they had the Predator DLC as well. Like, they did some really crazy stuff.
Have I ever, Miss Hojat says, have I ever chatted with Michael Shanks or recently? Kind of a weird question. I believe I have talked with Michael Shanks somewhere on the way to Comic-Con or E3 somewhere. I know he shot a lot of stuff in Vancouver. But I think I have met with him. I don't know if he's been on our show. It's possible that he has. I can't remember every guest that we've had on EP at
Yeah,
this point.
you've had a whole resume of people.
Tyler Fisher, any question or any ETA on when the time frame you'll start to upload reviews on the Run Classics? Yes, we're in the back half of the year 2000 right now, so that with season 5. Season 6 was our first season that we started working with Discovery, and we did 2 seasons in 2001. So we're in 2000, and then 2001 is our 2 seasons of EP that we were working with Discovery, so that's 6 and 7. Season 8 of EP will be 2002, and that's also when we spun out Reviews on the Run to make its own show, and also Judgment Day. So we've got a couple more we're basically uploading them chronologically because we could devote all of our time to digitizing and then we'd never make any other content. But we're slowly getting to all of that stuff. We're a few seasons away from the beginning and our earliest Reviews on the Run full episodes. They're coming. Okay. Hey Vic, what are your thoughts on the new Spiral collection? Only have I've talked about that already. That was from Gamer Freak 84. I guess it's pissing off a lot of people. Daniel Jackson and Hawkman. Oh, that's right. Michael Shanks played that, right? He's great. New member. Welcome, Rocket Spaceman. Thank you so much. So, member, I think, is the new term for sponsor now. They changed it to membership, so thank you. We've got a new member on board, Rocket Spaceman. Thank you so much. What are your thoughts on Red Dead Redemption 2, Vic? Big Destiny 888. My thoughts are I'm going to clear out a big chunk of days in my schedule, and I will pop up every once in a while to deliver something on the internet, but I will be playing Red Dead Redemption 2 like crazy, and I cannot freaking wait. Maybe I'll even show my kid a little bit of the riding around in the old Wild West, because that's going to blow her mind as well. I'm so excited. This is the first game from Rockstar on this current generation of platforms and all the technology that allows. They've done a great job of converting the GTA 5 stuff, but this is brand new tech for them to build us something amazing, and I can't wait. All this movie game talk keeps reminding me of that interview with Len Wein. Len Wein that EP did. The material must be adapted to the media it's being made for. That's right, Mondo Blasto Zero. You're absolutely correct. Len Wein was amazing. I saw him a few times in Vancouver Fan Expo and Comic-Cons and stuff. Incredible dude. Brought us a lot. By the way, talking about IO Interactive, Wesley West. They also made the Kane and Lynch games. Okay, you guys. I think that's good for today. How do you feel?
Feel great. This is the first time playing Call of Duty in so long, but here, I get a kill. Oh, God.
You got it. You're doing much better than I would do. That was such a blast to create EP Live for you guys today. Thank you so much. And Behr, thank you so much
thank
for
you
coming
for having me. I'm sorry I'm so stuck into this world. Oh my god, so many enemies.
All right. I'm glad you got to play. I got a chance to kind of focus on some of the questions in the chat there. Thank you for being here, live with us. It's awesome. Yeah. We'll be back on Monday with another EP Live for you. You guys, I hope you have a fantastic weekend. There will be a classic episode of Electric Playground going up, so you can watch that. Yeah. And of course, we have tons of other material for you to peruse. And if you dig it, hit subscribe, that little bell. And if you're so inclined, there's that member/sponsor button too. Remember, you guys, have an awesome time out there. Keep playing. In fact, play forever. We'll see you soon.